Are you a score predictions guy, Manny? You've been predicting
Yep.
scores all week.
Yeah, that was my next question. So yeah, I'm going to be a homer though. So, but I'm going to let you go first, Parker. You go first. You go
Well,
first because I want to.
I'm also a homer, and I will point out that we are a FanDuel network, so we've been talking about the line has moved this week on FanDuel anyway, and I think as of when we're recording this, it's closer to 4.5. But that I don't know if that sways anyone's pick or anything, but it's interesting that it opened up at 3.5, then went to 5.5, now it's 4.5, it's back and forth. I'm a 24-21 Houston guy. I think they make a stop in the fourth quarter. That whoever the quarterback is, stop, or somebody's driving a little bit, and then maybe not a turnover, maybe it was, a turnover on down. Someone pointed out to me, well, Parker, if it were 24-20, then they need a touchdown. You have more space to do that. That's probably fair. But something where like you get a turnover and down, something like that, and get the ball back and just kind of run out the clock from there. Fully disclose, I think that home field advantage in terms of both attendance and the heat. I think the heat will play a role in this game. It's projecting in the mid 90s and humid. In the same way that I would imagine the mountain and the thin air, and that if the inverse were happening, right, would play a role for Colorado. I think that getting to practice in that every day and be ready for that should help Houston out a little bit. So I'm leaning Houston in a close game, a low scoring game, getting in the low 20s, but that's where I've been all week right now. I'm sure that you're taking Colorado. I really want to know where you think the score is going to be.
Okay, so we here at the Voice of College Football Network, I will just say this: this should be coming to my viewers at the end of the week or early next week. We are going to start talking about FanDuel, those kind of things as well. So just had a big meeting on it this past Monday. So, but again, no, we're not there yet. So this is not promoting any of it, just so you all know.
I was speaking purely from my own content. That was not.
Yeah. No, you're perfect. You are perfectly fine. So now, with that being said, with us being pretty similar, right? I looked at the line. It was 5.5 this evening because it is jumping everywhere. So I see right the over unders 44.5. So Parker, I am not copying you, man. I promise you. I have a Colorado 24-21 win, so I'm going to take the right at the line, the over under. And last drive, whether it's Colorado going down the field for a game-winning field goal or stopping Houston's offense. So that is the same prediction. And then, as you were talking, I kind of was smiling across my face like, well, maybe I should have went for it. Now it sounds like I'm copying you. But that is, Parker, that is where I'm at with it. I got a Colorado 24-21 win. I do think they Staub does enough to win. I do think the running game gets going, and I think they commit to it this Friday night. I do think that's where they're going to lean on, and you're going to probably see a ton of play action, those kind of things. And, for God's sake, I hope we don't see a lot of horizontal passes. But I think Colorado, you're going to see them come out and start fast. The team loves Ryan Staub, right? In the locker room after I thought it was like, oh man, this team is going to be torn apart, right? All these different things. And it was like the complete opposite, where everybody was just cheering Ryan Staub on, like happy as can be for him. Like that was their brother or something, right? They were pumped. So that's where I'm going to go. I think this is and I think Colorado starts to figure some things out this weekend. And I think it started to click a little bit again, Delaware. And I think I think it's going to roll over to this weekend.